What's up, guys? Dante the Don here with some more content for y'all today. And as you see, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm imagining you know why. It's been some time since the game came out, with Shadows coming right around the corner. I've been feeling that Assassin's Creed itch. I am not going to play Master Assassin this time. I'm going to play Assassin just because I want that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am going to play the Master Assassin level on Shadows. I'm going to be breaking Shadows down as well as this game down throughout. Got my buddy here, TNC Light Kid. Check out his YouTube channel as well. And Permadeath. I'm not doing Permadeath. Sorry. Like, I might do that as a fun little challenge, but not this time. I'm trying to get an actual story playthrough. And let me see.
You asked me
Right, right,
once
right,
about
right.
this
William
memory.
Miles. Desmond Daddy.
I lied. I told you it was lost.
Do we know if Assassin's Creed Shadows
I
has
worried the
co-op?
wrong lesson would be learned.
I don't think it is, but
But this man lived many
I
lives,
strongly think that's
and he has much to
possibly going to
teach
be
us.
like some DLC type beat,
Of course, when he came to
I
us,
especially
mean,
he
if they
since
was
like
make
no
it
they're
longer
into an
trying
a
to,
thief,
expansion,
scrambling to
okay.
survive,
especially
If
since
they
they're
make it into
offering
an
the first
expansion,
expansion for
dreaming of
free
a
if you
better
pre-order.
future, not
mhm.
just
Like
for himself,
that
but
might
for
be
all
it.
those he saw
If it
suffering
is,
on
I'm
the
down.
margins.
Just let me know
For
when.
while he lived in a golden age,
He lived
at
in.
the
Oh
heart of
yeah.
the height of the Abbasid Caliphate,
Well, in all fairness, we might have
righteous
Assassin's
glowed
Creed
its
Shadows
surface when
earlier
they'd
than we
find a
think.
rot beneath.
March
The Order of
20th
the
is going to be
Ancients
around the
fought to
corner.
rise and spread
Now,
their cruelty through the
at
land.
the risk of looking
The Hidden Ones,
uncultured,
as we were
Baghdad, that's in
known then,
Afghanistan, right?
resisted,
Or
Yeah.
striking at our
okay.
enemy from the shadows,
Just making
an
sure. Just
eternal
making sure.
struggle. Centuries ago, he was at its heart.
I mean,
Basim
to be
ibn
honest with you,
Isa.
post 9/11,
He
that's where a
honored
lot
the
of
creed.
the
He
U.S. troops
challenged
were.
it. So must we. We have it in all
Baghdad,
of us to
Kuwait,
mistake the
Bahrain,
shadows we walk
all in
for the
all
light
in
we
the Middle
serve.
East, which is,
The time may come
Afghanistan.
when we will be tested as he was.
Hmm.
I fear that time is coming soon.
They William Miles got to be old. 'Cause I remember playing Assassin's Creed 3 when that first came out. You remember what year that came out?
2012.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
over 10 years ago. Because they had to beat the deadline to that 2012 end of the world theory that everybody had. Because they based most of the first
mm,
5 games off of that deadline. But
hmm
Assassin's Creed has followed the same timeline with us chronologically with our world since. And William Miles was already like, shit, he had a 25-year-old son. So let's just imagine he was 25 when he had Desmond. He was 50 in Assassin's Creed 3. Now he's 64. You know, Sean and Rebecca, they're like in their late 30s, early 40s now. You don't have that many games following real life as much anymore. And honestly, I'm concerned they're
right.
going to have to start killing
I
some
think
of
it's
those
Easy,
people
vessel.
off. It's been a while since anybody in the
mhm.
main modern day cast died like that. That was longer than a game.
Is
Mhm.
it the Jinni again? And what did our friend want this time?
Oh yeah, his friend.
To strip the flesh from my bones,
I'm not going to spoil you about
dine on my
Homegirl Trent,
innards.
uh,
Never
but it's
has
a
much
wild
to say,
spoiler.
yet it leaves its mark.
Who,
I can
William's
still
friend?
feel it
No,
crawling on my
Basim's
skin.
friend.
Oh,
Hardly
oh.
original. You should tell it as much.
Forget the Jinni for the moment. The day is new. There is work to be done. Derwish has left another contract.
Who for?
Brother.
Them again? We would make more money selling water to a camel.
Come, Nihal. Where is your sense of duty?
Duty does not fill our bellies.
No, but it does enrich the soul.
I will be outside.
Let's go. Yo, this does look way better on PS5 than it did on PS4.
Cheap jewels and tarnished coins. The spoils of a rogue's life. I told Nihal this would be impossible to sell when she stole it, but she could not resist.
Kick up.
Wonder what it is about these ancient baubles that fascinates her so.
The sun casts a long shadow.
Let us not keep
You
Derwish
do
waiting.
know
I cannot
about
bear another
sages,
lecture.
right? And how Eivor was a sage and how
These
Basim was a
contracts.
sage.
It is quite a few Darwish has
Yeah,
pushed
you
your way
mentioned
now.
it
He knows I will come through.
earlier
You
because we were
have his
talking about the
trust.
Sage in
That much
Assassin's
is
Creed
clear.
4.
Yeah,
Do you suppose you have theirs?
like
These shadowy
like
types?
Eivor
I
was
should
a
hope
sage
so
for the
by now.
Isu
Then
Odin,
they
and
should
at the end
show
of
it.
Valhalla, it turns
You
out
take
Basim
all
was
the
a
risk and they offer
spoilers,
little in return.
a sage
They
of
are liberators,
Loki.
Jihan, not merchants.
I know the
Hmm.
stories. Still, the price of liberty should be enough to feed us.
So that being the case, this is before he knew he was a sage, and not only is it like a coming of age of him becoming an assassin, but it's also him realizing he's a sage, even though it's not worded as such. But and how he interacts with that knowledge differently than Eivor did. Hence why Eivor had to basically go into self-exile for the rest of their life at the end of her adventures, or his adventures, whichever one you pick. Canonically is her.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Basim, after his initial, I guess, confrontation with himself, he was able to continue
Mm-hmm.
operating as
About
if
this
nothing happened.
contract, I do not want you to mistake my words for pestering. I am only looking out for you, Yasadiki.
It is no inconvenience to stand up to our oppressors as the hidden ones do.
Do you think yourself some hero of tomorrow? The next Gilgamesh?
No, I am merely the son of a public servant who dedicated his life to the betterment of his people, only to be slighted and forgotten. But I am honored you think I could reach such heights. I may just aim for them.
That is not at all what I said.
It is what I heard.
And honestly, Basim's character is likable.
Such crowds. Something important must be happening.
The Khalifa has been summoned to the Winter Palace. It is surely his wealthy
What are you gonna
retinue
try to
that
pick up
drives this
Arabic?
crowd.
I don't know. That seems like a lot. I already want to learn
Perhaps
Spanish
they're in the
and
mood to
Japanese.
offer donations.
Ah, I
I'm,
see.
I
I'm
mean,
already
honestly,
kind
there's
of
a lot
in
of.
the
Let's a
Spanish,
sleight
but
of hand
I
to
can't
sharpen our
hold a
wits.
conversation
If this contract will not feed
except for
us,
very
that
specific
Khilafah
things
might
and
as
just
well.
the start of those conversations.
Right,
That
right.
Like,
merchant has left his purse on the
What's
table.
funny is that
An
the
easy one
history
to
of
begin with.
the way Spanish has evolved was from Arabic. God, there is. I forget the person's name, but he was a very prominent figure um,
We had better
during
leave before
like
they notice.
pre Spanish Inquisition, and a lot of
Ready
the
yourself.
Arabic population were
I
ousted.
will
That's
take
why
them out.
A
you
keen
see
eye
actually a
for an
lot of like
agile
Spaniards
hand.
with
A
darker skin
formidable
because they're
dwarf.
from Arabic descent.
mm,
But go ahead.
nah, I forgot where I was. Like, oh wait, Basim. They said he was the
There.
fastest one, but then they just
The
made
boys
Naui,
just
and
met.
now she's the fastest one.
She
So
must
I'm
have
mad that he
something
was
of
the
value.
fastest assassin for literally one game. But
Mhm.
I will say he's definitely like the craftiest.
What could be more
Oh,
important? Come here!
I fucked that up. I fuck,
And over there, by that stall.
Like in terms of
She's
speed,
got
or
some
is he
coin.
like fast in like elusiveness? Is he like slippery?
not that one.
Well done. You truly are the master thief of Anbar.
Is that jealousy I hear?
Hardly, O great looter of purses.
Insufferable. Come, we are late to do. Oh.
Hey, I didn't miss those little pole vaults. I did think they were pretty nifty. I'm also going to try to play this game a lot more like, because I did a lot of fighting And it is true, they made
They're
Basum a
all
little
looking
bit
spry.
weaker in
I
combat
wonder
than
what pairs will be
Eivor.
here today.
I'd say maybe the weakest one in combat. He had some flashy moves and all that,
Here
but
is the lazy one.
they
I've been
tried to.
waiting on
I
you.
think they overtly
Someone
tried to
had to
force
plan our
stealth,
meals.
but that might have just been on the hardest difficulty. Maybe it's a little bit more
Hold.
older
Forgiving.
school. Yeah,
I would not flaunt that around the markets. Trust me.
because enemies, like if they were in the middle of a swing, even if you hit them, they wouldn't flinch.
That
Like they would
she
just keep
does.
going sometimes.
You look weary. Are you well?
Like the smallest
It is nothing
enemies,
a
Trent.
little
Like
adventure will not
everybody.
fix. What do they need?
Really?
Yeah,
A shipping ledger at the harbor. It is worth nothing by itself,
but
but the
honestly,
information it
it made
contains is
combat just feel
valuable.
really boring and tedious.
This is
And
child's
Hmm.
play.
I think Unity
Do they
did it
not have
better,
anything more
making you
difficult?
more so want
I
to do
can do more.
stealth than
Never
fight.
mind your ego. The
His
Khalifa
fighting was still
starts
cool
I
again
and
mean,
cool
tomorrow,
and fun, but
and you will
like
do
it
well
was
to
just hard,
remember.
and multiple enemies to swing on you, and
You
you know
worry
what I mean?
for me more now than when we lived in
right.
Baghdad.
Like
My worry is the same.
if you had to be
I've
good at
only
fighting,
grown
you had to
too
be
old and
good.
too
You had to
tired
know
to
parry
hide it.
timings. You had to
Bring
be
the ledger
aware.
back here
You know,
and do it
you had
safely.
you had to understand that if you were fighting a level 5 enemy and you didn't
We
have
have
the
not
gear to
talked about
keep
my
up with
fee.
them, you were not winning that fight, no matter what you did.
And we won't. Not
Hmm.
until the deed is done. You know how they are.
Shocking.
He is just a messenger.
And you are still an errand boy. You can do this one on your own.
I saw them with all the soldiers parading into the Winter Palace.
Did they have swords and spears?
Of course they did. They're soldiers.
What was the final tally of what we received?
16 crates, one chest, half a dozen satchels. Only 3 crates remain last time I checked the ledger.
Give their handlers until tomorrow evening. If they don't show by then, we must assume they've forgotten about their ware. Open them up. Keep whatever catches our eyes. Dump the rest. Wait here.
Hey, what?
There we go.
Just a...
If I am seen, I will have to flee. Good thing I can outrun these sagging guards.
Oh, and apparently Yasuke will break tight ropes so if he walks across them. Like he weighs too much, so he can't take that route. I hope they up his like parkour a little bit because it does look rather slow and sloppy, but I get it at the same time. Like, and I'm almost a fan of it, Trent. Because some people are freak athletes that could be pretty muscular and strong, but still nimble enough to do some of these parkour shits. But most people aren't,
Hmm.
so they just choose to really excel at what they're good at. So
Hmm.
Naue being really small, she just focuses on stealth and being really fast and agile. But she doesn't have a lot of striking power.
Hmm.
Like it'll take her, and she dies faster than Yasuke because one, she's not wearing all that armor. Two, she's little as hell, so it would be easier to break her bones
Hmm.
and all that nonsense. It links up,
Hmm.
and I like the idea of assassins not just being assassins. 'Cause at the end of the day, most people aren't going to be Ezio Auditore, being able to be one of the best assassins ever, but also being able to pull off a
Hmm.
1v20. Like, first of all, most
Right.
people aren't
Right.
ever going to
Like,
be able to pull off a 1v20 against real live other people.
yeah, without dying, because the story of Dian Wei, there's the general for Napoleon Bonaparte. There's the Battle of, I think it's Agincourt, or the Battle of the Bridge. There was a Viking berserker who took on 20 people. But everybody,
Loth,
there's a common theme with them. They
remind
all
me
died.
why.
Yeah, like,
You
you know
know.
what I mean? Like, at least Yasuke
Hmm.
being the bruiser fighter that he is, it actually will make sense. You know? Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
who has the key? I do like the touch. Like, I'm not sure if you see it, but like you see where guards' vision go in Eco Vision now.
Like they have like a cone of vision.
Yeah, like he's looking at sword right now, so you're not really seeing it all too well. But
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it in the back.
come on, come on. Oh, I can't even swing. Yeah, no, his fist fighting his ass. I will say that they didn't really put too much time in it. Sorry about that, y'all. We're doing a discussion as well. Like, this ain't just gonna be a playthrough. We're gonna be talking about everything we think about Assassin's Creed Shadows, any new news, stuff like that. So, don't count just for the gameplay. We're gonna be having discussions, or I'll be having discussions with you all as well. So,
Believe it or not, there was I think there's a couple of videos out. I think it's from BuzzFeed or some other like channel that brings on specialized people. There are a lot of action actors like stunt doubles and people who do action scenes, and they're talking about like certain Assassin's Creed games. And there was a couple of parkour professionals they brought on. They're like, why aren't his fingers getting tired? Which again, it's a video game, so like you can hang on something for so long and you don't have to worry about the fatigue. That kind of breaks the well, it kind of breaks the game if you have to constantly worry about keeping your fingers and your hands healthy as well as your muscles. Because sure, hanging on something like that with just the tips of the
yeah,
two
like,
inches of finger you got, that would really wear you out. Oh, pickpocketing is a timer.
like if you mess up that little loop, you'll get caught. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's over here.
Well, I actually like the scrolls. It's a nice touch.
There. That may be what I'm looking for. I wonder what secrets this ledger holds. Maybe I can get the old grouser Derwish to squeeze a hint out of our contact.
But I will say though, like,
Pretty
when it comes
successful.
to practical parkour, some of like the way he dismounted out of the window, that's called like a cat leap or a tic tac leap, and it's basically like a small dismount over a small ledge. And they actually have names and terminology for these types of moves. I think I actually have a video saved to that. But you know, being confident and
We could
you know
use some
doing
eyes on that
progressive
message.
um,
Mm,
doing
I'll see
progressive
what I
moves.
can do.
this is a
She looks
bad
important.
bitch.
You should haggle for a better fee.
Ah,
Trent
Basim, how
Roshan.
kindly. Did you get it?
They
Without
even
a
gave
fuss.
her a mission in Valhalla where she's like pushing,
Give it here.
like
You
she's
are
at
young
least
again.
70, and she's still
Damn.
out here assassinating motherfuckers. Neither Ezio or Altair were in
There.
the game that long, bro.
It reaches
Like,
the river delivered this morning.
Altair, I
Certainly,
mean, he was
just
a
to see.
mentor still, but he wasn't out there
I am,
doing
sir.
missions like that.
Yeah, he
Very
was more of
well.
the logistics side.
Hmm.
You need something stolen? I am your man. Derwish can attest. He has given me all your contracts.
Then you have done your part.
I can do more.
2 of my best men died in this pursuit. I doubt a cheap thief would fare much better.
Then let me join you. You have 2 openings.
We should take half this
Basim is
week with
very
that
passionate.
insult.
Thank you, Derwish.
Listen here, Basim. You want to keep working for me? You keep your head down and your mouth shut.
Why must you embarrass yourself like that?
Like what?
Like a beggar. Desperate for them to notice you.
Desperate? Nihal, I am good at what I do. That woman would be lucky to have me.
But she does not want you. You are a street thief with dirty feet. So why bother? Why
Damn.
keep pushing yourself down this
Dusty
path?
ass.
Because being a street thief is not the peak of my ambition. I have more to offer this world than my nimble fingers. They just cannot see it yet. Almost, Jessup.
Damn, I got a little apprentice.
What is this?
Aha! This is my latest creation. It helps me fend off angry merchants when they
A small slingshot.
catch me digging around their wares.
I will consider myself spared. You smell foul. What is that?
Tah! We have been fishing at the harbor since morning. Terrible luck, though.
The harbor.
So the
Did
kid
you
is
happen
dirty.
to see or hear any fuss over a chest?
Ah, yes, a black one. Very beautiful. Some burly guards took it with them to the palace.
Shukran laka ya Jessup.
That was a smooth ass coin flip. I ain't gonna lie.
What
Usually
are you
people
doing?
it's spinning fast. Actually, you can see each
They
individual
want
turn
that
on that
chest,
coin flip.
and I am going to get it for them. Then they will see.
There is just no getting through to you, is there?
No.
Then we will do this together.
Sometimes
If
subtlety
you
is
get
a
caught at the Winter
creator's
Palace, they
best
will
friend.
kill you on sight. We will need a safe way in. And I know where we might scout one.
Oh, let's go.
That is if you can bear to follow my lead for a change.
You do not have to get involved, Nihal. I know your feelings on this.
It is utterly foolish. But it seems I cannot stop you. So I will come with. And nag you until you decide to abandon the idea of stealing a chest from the Khalifa's Winter Palace.
When you say it like that, it only excites me further.
Are we going or not?
Lead the way.
This is a mad plan, Basim. Even if you were to succeed and they welcome you into their ranks, what then? Will you forget about us?
Of course not. Nihal, their interests are our interests. You, me, and every other street dweller who has been cast aside. Living off scraps and dirty water. I can be an instrument that sees us out of that life. That sees that Jessup can use his talents to be a real craftsman. That sees that good men are not cast aside as my father was. And no children left wondering what tomorrow will bring.
I hear what you are saying, Basim. But you paint a portrait of a world that cannot exist.
That is where we disagree.
There it is, the Winter Palace. Come, this way.
Right behind you.
Where are you going now? Here. Let us wait for nightfall.
All right, all right.
Does where you stand not awaken fond memories?
Not so long ago, we were counting our spoils up here, under the cover of night. Just like this.
The stakes were lower then.
And so too was the prize.
Well, before you claim your prize, you will first have to reach it. As far as I can see, that will take some creativity.
We could always try the front gate.
You will have to let me know how that goes for you.
Where are you going?
I've had a clever thought. If your mind is absent of one, you should perhaps follow mine.
Wait!
is dark enough. Come.
Nihal!
Fastening yourself to my tail, Basim. Very sensible.
I know how you hate to be alone.
I see some guards just that way.
Lentils with lime sauce, pomegranates and lemon.
Watch yourself.
It is better this way. Now, where has Nihal gone?
Such odd costumes. Keep your mouth shut. We only invite trouble to.
Good. This door may lead us inside.
Not without a key, it won't.
Have a look around.
Damn it.
Any luck finding a key?
Let's go. Doing pretty good with the stealth factor so far, Trent, not gonna lie. A lot better than the first time I played this game.
Unruly sun is not helping matters.
Shit, sometimes you just need a little bit more experience to make the gameplay enjoyable, you know?
The young man.
Granted,
do-
blind reactions are. Go ahead.
Blind reactions always just hit different. That first time you see some crazy shit, for sure. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but
But if you go in with a plan and a little bit of knowledge, it definitely creates a better way to tackle problems.
yeah, like that's why I like God of War Ragnarok how it started, because I had played God of War right before God of War Ragnarok, and the systems were similar enough and the moves were similar enough.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they threw a couple new features that really expanded the gameplay and what you could do, but they did it in a way like, you know, Kratos and Atreus picked up these abilities over that winter, but you still felt it really in tune with the core of it because you played the fuck out of the game, so you know how to play this game. And it makes it feel like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not,
Looks heavy.
Mm-hmm.
like, it makes you feel like seasoned whatever you are when you start the game, and you're just picking up new shit versus you're just learning how to fight in the first place, but you're supposed to be like
Everything is in order.
already goated. Ooh, I will say it's a little weird they're keeping the mask and cloak
I
trope
understand this means
in
a great deal.
shadows,
Rest assured,
though it is
we
one
will
of the
work
cooler
together.
aspects of
We will accept
the
nothing
Templar
less.
side of things
We will carry
over these
out our
past few
work and
years.
return to you when we are ready. Be prepared, Khalifa.
Might I see it once? The contents. If we are to guard this with our lives, we should know.
You saw nothing of this. You say nothing. Do you understand?
Yes, of course. Perish the idea. Now is our chance.
Okay, okay.
Someone is coming.
Now, if I'm remembering it right, this is when everything goes left in Basim's life.
This way. Looks quiet.
Or
I never thought I'd set foot in here. Just look at these arches. You could chisel off a piece and sell it for a hoard of gold.
All right, Basim. Open. Snatch. Run.
Basim, hurry. Basim!
Give me that! No! No!
oh shit.
Do you have any idea what they will do to me? Please, I am sorry. This is your fault. Stop! Please! You thieving little rat.
And there it is.
Run!
Nihal, wait! Father! Get that boy! Find that boy! There you are! Stealing the area!
Oh.
I see you! Put use a hand here! No one will pass me! You want to get over there! I see him!
Oh, okay. Swagging on.
What have I done?
Oh.
Nihal, are you here? Nihal?
Oh man, this boy about to go on the run.
No! Stop this! Please! What do you want from me?
Calm. Calm, Basim.
Nihal?
Not quite. Are you
Oh
well?
man,
Good.
her voice is crazy.
Because I need you to tell me about
Yeah,
this.
like
I do not know what you mean.
I wish there were more deep voiced women to like actually voice act, because not every woman
Tell me
sounds
what
like,
happened.
you know, a younger person. They have very mature and very
Silence
deep
is
and very
not
like
your ally here.
earthy
It is
voices.
not silence. I cannot explain what I saw. That object. It did something to me.
And I mean that as a
I
from a
was
character design,
somewhere
standpoint.
else.
Like
100%.
Cool.
my grandma had my grandma sounded like, apparently she
Before I
sounded like
knew
that
it,
ever since she was
Khalifa
like
had his hands around my
growing
neck.
up. She didn't sound like a grandma, but she
It
sounded
was an accident.
mature. She sounded
I
like
did not
a
mean
deep
for
voiced woman. My mom, on the other hand,
wanted to
also
help.
We
a sort
need
of
to
deep
get you
voiced
out
woman.
of
She
here.
sounded like
I
that
have a
for as long as I've known her,
investigation, docs.
What? No,
And
I cannot leave. I need
listening
to
to
find
my
Nihal.
sister, I'm like, is she gonna sound like this
Stop and
her
think,
entire life?
Basim. The
Sound
Khalifa's
like a
guard
fucking
is
pipsqueak?
searching for a traveler, a young thief of your description. They will not
That's
stop
just kind of how you
until
shake
they
it,
have
you know?
found you. And when they do, it will not be a prison they throw you into. It will be a shallow grave. I'm giving you a second chance. Take it.
Nihal, Derwish, they are all in danger.
Oh, Trent, this is
The soldiers are hunting
this
all
is
who look like me.
Basim's tragedy moment right here.
Oh gosh. I don't think I want to watch or look. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh man, do you know what it is? Do
Is it
you?
Nahal?
I will not be safe for certain
Oh,
if I do not lose
I
these
mean you're in the
guards.
ballpark, but he's going back to that neighborhood to warn everybody about what happened because
Oh.
they're going to be looking for a street rat. Nope.
Oh, they're still trying to get you, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Basim. Basim. Avert your eyes. There is nothing we could have done.
Nothing! If the Khalifa were alive, this would not have happened!
Watch where you point your blamey little finger, Basim. It was your idea to steal from the palace. Also that you can impress your cunning friends. I saved us.
You killed them! You did this!
It came from over there!
I hope I never see you again.
Hurry!
All of them dead. When it was me they sought to punish.
No escape!
I cannot be. I cannot.
Believe it or not, like a lot of Arabic inflections. So when like we would read that as Caliph, but the way they pronounce it as Khalif, they use a lot of like lazy lazy motions in your voice, in your vocal cords. So like there's this creator who used to do, well, who does music, but he used to do these videos about like bassist reactions, because he is indeed a bassist, but now he does like Arab dad stuff. Like he kind of does satirical Arab dad stuff, but he uses like Yahamar, but it's like Yahamar and or Wahala with the kha in there, than just Wahala.
Good enough.
Move.
She badass, Trent. Trying to tell you.
What are you doing?
Don't think.
Again, her voice is just like so poignant, like very distinctive, and she sounds dangerous.
And I like that. I need that out of my mentor. Like, if I was one of them in Team 7 and, like, alright, I'm Kakashi Hatsuke. I was like, he does not sound like he cares about life.
He's a little too carefree for me. But that's sort of like this the
No, but
sleeping dragon of the...
there was like a low edge to it. Like, he might kill them all up. You know what?
Right.
He's legit. I like that. Oh yeah, this is them building. There was like 3 palaces that were pretty much the same as the palace in the first game.
Really?
Masayaf, I think. Like, this is Al-Mut.
I should
Oh, and like Revelations, where Ezio's in Turkey.
Like when where Altair was in the Holy Lands. But Ezio does go to that same place in Revelations at the start, the snowy little mountainous region.
In the Alps. I think that's where that's at.
The Holy Land, like it was involved in the Crusade, so it wasn't too far from like Jerusalem and all that.
Yeah, because the Andes are in Chile. I think.
And I think it was like Masayef or something like that. I'm messing it up, and I'm saying I'm a Assassin's Creed fan. It's crazy, but it's been years since I've been there.
Right. No. I get that because it's like it's not because of it's not really Assassin's Creed issue. It's more like a linguistics kind of thing, and I'm not saying that I'm not discounting like your lack of linguistics. It's just how often do you know somebody who speaks like perfect Arabic and can tell you all these places? Like you got maybe your gas station folks, but chances are they're most likely from like India, so they know Punjabi or Gujarati, which are 2 native dialects of India. But you don't really interact with an Arabic person that much, and they don't really. It's never really stuff about their homeland or their culture and their their interactions.
Keep training.
Steady, Basim. Steady.
Leave. No.
Yes, Master.
I've seen enough. We will try again tomorrow.
I felt fine.
I can see it in your body. You lose focus too easily. The leap of faith is a crucial step on your path to initiation. It is one of the Brotherhood's first and most sacred rites. To perform it successfully, you must first center your mind, body, and spirit. Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find a stillness. And let go.
Yes, Master.
Let's return to the camp.
May I ask you something?
You may.
Back in Anbar, at the palace, I witnessed a meeting between the Khalifa and 5 masked men, order members. The Khalifa was meant to protect the object they discovered, but he knew nothing of their plans for it. He did not even know them by name. How does the most powerful man in Baghdad bend such a fearful knee to the faceless?
The Order has held dominion over such men and their empires for centuries by convincing them of their truth, that they are the natural arbiters of the world. The Khalifa was but their puppet, and the same will be true of whomever succeeds him. The entire Khalifa is under their influence. Basim, speak with Fulab and see if he needs help. We will continue your training later.
Yes, Master.
Have you seen Mentor Rayhan in camp?
Good day, Tabit.
Hello, Basim.
What troubles you?
Truthfully, I am frustrated. The Order has only grown stronger in Baghdad since the death of the Khalifa, and we are stuck on this mountain.
Mentor Rayhan surely knows what he is doing.
Maybe I should trust more.
Have you seen Fulad?
Probably at his office, as usual. Anyways, I must get back to work.
أراك لاحقا.
Have you seen Mentor Rayhan in camp?
He is preparing to receive the Tahiri emissary, Master.
Thank you.
I may get back to you on this.
Of course.
What is
Yo,
this
Falad.
Here. Small design.
Brother.
It is my signature. So you know I created this, and not Al-Hassan, or worse, Abu Jafar. I guess you understand, Wadan.
Ah, Basim. How are you? Yes, Enkidu. Food is coming. He is intelligent, and intelligence is supposed to rhyme with patience. Reminds me of someone.
Have you been speaking to Master Roshan?
Have patience. Be kind to your progress.
I will take this to heart. Roshan asked me to come see you.
Ah, yes. Rebecca needs leather strips. Can you fetch those from the storeroom?
I shall, Fulad.
Arakallah Hekan.
Oh, Raka Lahikan.
That is not it.
That look like fucking leather strips to me. I'm just saying. This ain't it either, bet.
It is hard to find anything in here.
I know this ain't it. I'll read. Alright, y'all. If y'all want to read that, there it is. I will also do that while I'm reviewing footage, but right now I'm just trying to play the game.
These forces within the Caliphate are beginning to put pressure on us.
Forces? You mean the Order, Aban?
I can only speak of what I know, Ya Saderi. The Caliph wishes to nullify the rebels, and if you persist in giving them support, we cannot assure you protection from any Caliphate.
His mentor robes do go hard.
The rebels supply us with information in Baghdad. Without them, we are blind.
Be that as it may, Governor Muhammad is very committed to showing that he can end this rebellion swiftly.
I do not doubt that.
I came to warn you. Things are moving fast in Baghdad. You may have to act sooner than expected.
I hear you, Aban.
So the Tahirids who govern these lands are the only thing standing between Alamut and a full-scale attack. A fragile peace. How long will it last?
What the hell's Rebecca? Well, goddamn. Trying to get through this opening act within this hour, which I probably won't be able to do.
Rebecca?
Basim, Basim. Are you just wandering the camp aimlessly now?
No. I have this leather for you. Will it do?
Apparently, you've moved past the wooden swords. I protested, but Roshan insisted. Here is your dagger.
Oh.
And your sword. I am proud to have worked on them.
This blade has character.
Why would I make anything less than unique?
I am in your debt. I was not expecting new weapons today.
Repay me by using it on the Order. Make them feel the sharpness of its character.
I didn't know people had names like Rebecca back then.
Roshan said you had further training today. Show her that new sword of yours.
I look forward to it.
English is a funny language after all.
Well, guys, going to the training ground, so that's going to be episode 2. Assassin Training Arc coming here soon. Probably shortly after I post this video. That being the case, drop a like and subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content, including Shadows. Y'all, I don't care what it takes. I will have it day of release, and I will be playing it. So if you're seeing this as like a video, just a unique perspective, and you made it this far, check it out. It's going to be great. I'm about to show y'all why I'm goated at this game. Well, first of all, y'all saw that near flawless stealth I was just doing. Just wait the shadows come out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Peace. Y'all have a great one.
Peace.